That was a male weaver, and the women were not weaving in that time.
Could they at all if they had to make money, like if their husband died?
The women were dyeing the wool and they were spinning the wool. But weaving is really an art. When we really want to be a weaver, we have an education of 4 years, and that is in Ghent. It's just across the border in Belgium. Dus als je een wever wil worden, dan heb je opleiding van 4 jaar.
So if you go to school for 4 years and you become a weaver,
yeah, that's right.
You can make a living at that then?
In that time you could make a living until industry came around 1814. That was the end of the home weaver. Of course they made all kinds of materials at home afterwards. They were still weavers, but they had to go into the industry. So that was for them terrible. This weaver wasn't that bad off. This was a very poor area. Dyers and spinners and all that kind of people were living in these houses. This house wasn't that bad because you see 2 windows, and more or less all those little houses had just 1 window. So it was just half the size of this room they had. So it was cold in winter because you don't want to have a heater because your material will break. It dries out and it breaks, so they didn't want to have that. So it was cold, and of course you didn't have light. Ik vertel dat je maar heel weinig licht had vroeger. They had the window panes are large like this at the moment, but of course in the beginning they were very small. So maar kleine ruitjes, groot zoals dit. You can see here, it's really nice to see. In spring they would just cover it with paper, newspaper or ordinary paper, paint it white, then it would be fresh and new for the next season, and then they would just put outdoors. Don't be difficult, just glue everything and cut out the doors. And, so it was all nice and ready. Zie je, er zit hier een gaatje en dat is geknoopt. Yeah, there's a little hole, 2 knots and a little hole, and every thread goes through one of these. Yeah, because you want to lift them up. Yeah, snap je?
So
here,
how many hours does it take to make one cloth? Or how many?
One day I've been counting making a scarf, say a scarf like that. It's 30 hours. From beginning, thinking what are you going to do, what kind of pattern, what kind of colors and material, till the end result.